Well, come to give an update on the sawmill shed. That's the part that we've had the beams up. That's 43 foot. We built another 32 foot over here. And we put that one up yesterday evening. We put that one up this morning and finished putting some rafters up. Yeah, it's a job to do. It takes some time to do. I had a few guys helping me. I don't show the videos on a lot of this stuff because people helping me don't want to be videoed, and I don't get paid and I have to pay them, and it's just a waste of money in my opinion to show that. If I get on some smaller projects and have more time, maybe next year I'm gonna build a shoot house that's like a cabin back in the woods over here, and I want to build an actual cabin over here. But to show a few things, we did the same thing. We put 3 2x12s together and a 2x6 on top, and those are true, so it made it a 6x14. And yeah, we took this logging chain here. It's 20 foot. What I did, being 32 feet, I just measured 16 foot. Say that's 16 foot. I don't know where 16 foot is. I measured right there in the middle. Then I'd measure 6 foot this way and 6 foot that way, and we wrap our chain around it. And we took the backhoe over here to pick it up, and the backhoe was sitting on the far side and used the bucket. And in doing so, you want to make sure that you loop the chain on the back side and come up on this side and put your hook on the back side of the beam on the top corner, top far corner. And it'll keep your beam sort of level. If you put it on this side, it'll roll it like this. If you put it on that side with it touching the bucket, it'll sort of keep it straight. I ain't saying it'll be perfectly plumb with the ground and all, but it does real good. Do that, pick it up. Then we had to, this beam was a little fatter on this end, so I'll show you. Well, I'll tell you this here too. I'll show you these screws. These screws right here, they're great. They're 5 1/8 long. You can run them in and out of that pine all day long. They'll come in and out. But you sink them bad boys into that white oak, you may get it out, you may not get it out. And as you can tell, I couldn't get them out up there, so I cut a notch up there, and then I put me a 2x4 across. I'm gonna come back and put another 2x4 right there and put a plating over it. But yeah, them aren't coming back out of that white oak up there. That white oak is hard. And I knew, like in from deer hunting and stuff, if you screw a step in it, it's in there. It won't back out, you know, and you're screwed. But yeah, that's what we did, and we put all that on there. I got about 5 foot overhang on here too, on these ends, because if I ever come back and I want to cut this off on top of this post and go another 15-20 foot out, I mean, I can. I'm gonna haul more dirt in also. Dirt's gonna go and play out right around that big oak tree, sort of gonna make it swoop down. But if I do want to do that, I can always come back and take the tin off right here and chop it off. But I built it longer like this so that the plan is we're gonna take the sawmill, and the tongue of it's gonna end about where these posts are. And we're gonna put a 10-foot roller bed that comes off and run it here, and then the edger is gonna start somewhere right in here and let it run on, which it can start halfway. It don't really matter. We may start it halfway, and I want the end of the edger to play out somewhere around halfway in here. And by having it open, not no post or nothing over here, my guy can stay here, be dry if it's raining and all that, stay out the sun some, but he can stack the lumber in pallets or whatever, you know, to sticker stack them. And he can do them that way, and then he can turn them and stick them. He can stick them out going that way. All that's just a table while we're working. We're gonna move that table to either there or over here. Most than likely, I'm gonna put it right here. But we can stack lumber going out that way and out this way if we have so many different products. Like, you'll make a stack of 2x4s, 2x6s, 1x6s, whatever, you know. And we're gonna need our fletchings and well, I guess it won't be no fletchings because they're gonna run through the edger, but our cut-offs and all that. And we'll take them, we're probably gonna pile them up right here on this stump. I'm gonna do some more dirt work over here, but I'm gonna leave this sort of void, and we're gonna pile everything up and try to burn this stump and these stumps out. And we're just gonna burn until we get tired of burning. And once we get it all cleaned up, burnt down, I'll put more dirt over it. But as you can tell, we got several stumps. I call him a crackhead and all, because if you leave him alone for 5 minutes, he's gonna set something on fire out here. He did all this the other day. I had to run up here and give somebody some deer meat and all, and while I was gone, he ain't gonna sit still, so, which is a good thing. I'm not complaining about it. And he started raking up pine straw. It was like that, all them sticks and everything. It was all out here where we cut the trees down. And he's cleaning it up, making it look good. He even went over there and got stuff. He's doing a good job. I'm not complaining at all about him, but he knows I call him a crackhead, a dummy, and all that. He calls himself a dummy, so I'm dummy one, he's dummy two, because we do a bunch of dumb stuff. But it's a good work environment. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the update on the sawmill shed. I think come Tuesday or whatever, we got to saw a bunch of 2x4s and 2x8s and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna take and pull the sawmill in the shed, set it up how I want it, and I'm probably gonna get the edger over there and come set it up so we can start running stuff how we're gonna run it. Will be set up, because I'm not too bad worried about the rafters up here. We can take and pull them in, do what we got to do. I can take the tractor and lift it up out here or whatever, and we shove them in. I'd been sticking them up on the inside. I'll take and stick the forks with them up and get that side up on there, and then get that close, and we pick it up, push it, and shove it in. But I'm not too bad worried about it. I think we got about 15, 16 more rafters to come in here, and then we'll start putting our lathing on. That's what all that is lathing. And I may not even run the edger, put it in here yet. I may leave it out and just put the sawmill in. But yeah, I think it's gonna take 25 sheets of probably gonna run like 20 foot. I may do 19 to 20. These rafters are 18 feet. We have not trimmed them or anything, but I'm just gonna come and pop a line and do whatever's the shortest. But I want a few inches hanging out this way, maybe 6, and probably 6 on the back. So that's 19, and I may run it a little longer. I've thought about coming back here, and instead of just having 19, run the thing about 20, and instead of having 6 inches overhang, have about a foot and a half, something like that. But once we get up there and put lathing and pop the lines, I mean, it may come up at its 18 foot, or it may come up that these rafters are 17 foot. And if they're 17 foot, I might go with 18.5 on my 10. But I just want the 10 sticking out far enough that if my sawmill's over here close, when the rain falls, it don't just splatter up in here. But I was thinking about putting my sawmill more in the middle, and the more I'm thinking about it, the more I think I'm gonna come off of this post 1 or 2 feet, probably 2 foot or so. I mean, it's not gonna be butted right up near the post, but maybe 1 or 2 feet. And I sort of want my discharge chute either right inside of these posts or sticking right out by, like in line with them, and run it that way. But we're gonna get it all figured out for sure though. And instead of, like, the logs are gonna be laying on the mill like that, I don't think I'm gonna pull my slabs off exactly like this. I think I'm gonna pull them off and let them lay out like this. That way I can drive the tractor in, and either I can scoop them up and haul them right down here and burn my stumps, or I can take the tractor and come around and scoop them like this and haul them to the burn pile that we got over there. I'm gonna shove that stuff off in the hole a little bit more because it's burned up even more. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. Then one man can grab and just drop it. I think that would be the easiest thing to do and just be done with it. But I plan on filling in a lot of dirt down through here because it drops off. You can't really tell it on camera, but it's fairly leveled about right here, and then it just drops off bad. I'll walk down here and show you going back up the hill. You might be able to tell like that. Yeah, we had to put a little electric fence in to keep the cows out the most part during the day. But yeah, you can tell more here. I mean, from where I'm standing right here to there, it's probably close to 4 to 5 foot to the bottom of that post. As you can tell, it's only 5-6 feet out, and then it just drops off. And I'm wanting to come in, I want to build it out to probably right in here, have it sort of level, and then just slope this off to the other side of the road. And if I do that, it won't be too bad steep over here, and I got plenty of dirt. I want to dig all that hill down anyway. So if I can do that and get it leveled out, I want it sort of like right up there. It's fairly level there, and make it come all the way down here. Then we can stack boards and all. And I'll probably eventually, if I like this design and how everything is, come back and concrete out 16, 18 feet, have an apron even up there around here, and have a little tilt to it. I'll probably have a 1 or 2 inch drop over that length so that water will shed that way. And if I don't think I'm ever going to need it any bigger here, I'll do the same here. And then we can stack all of our boards. Water will run away from the shed, and we'll have concrete so we can put pallets and everything down. When I say pallets, I don't mean like the little 4x4 pallets. I'm talking about the pallets we're going to build to put our wood on, and whenever we get a kiln to stack in. And they'll have strips every 16 inches, and you put a couple boards across the top and everything. Then everything be lined up. You can take a monkey out here and be like, put a stacking strip over top of the 2x4, and they can build a drying pallet then. But do that. I think that would be the best. Then you can take a tractor and just drive in and stick them with forks. Drive this way, stick them with forks. Yeah, it'll cost a little more money, but if you got a good product, that'll be great. Still plan to do mobile sawmilling as of now. If we get in a year or two, I get a kiln and a motor planer and all that, and I'm just so busy, I can make, you know, $500,000 here, not moving, and somebody wants to pay me $400 to go saw somewhere, I'm probably not gonna go saw, you know, if we stay busy enough. Now, if I got good help like he is now, and we do $500,000 a year, and we stay so busy, I mean, we still ain't too busy. Yeah, I mean, I'll drive around and do it, but who knows? Most sawmills, if they're doing like I'm doing, most of them quit moving after a couple years around here, because they can make more money. They're at the house. You don't have to get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to go to a job. You get up at 7:30, you get out here, or whenever. If you start at 7, start at 8, whatever, you know, you get up an hour before you got to be there. You get there. You got the refrigerator, bathroom, all that kind of stuff. You're not having to go out here in the woods. But that is the other thing. I told him we was probably gonna put a outhouse out here somewhere. You know, probably not a true outhouse. We got plenty of sawdust. We're probably just gonna build one and have like a bucket or something. Have the back open up so you can pull the bucket out, but take sawdust and put in there. But anyways, random man. But yeah, we'll see how the future holds on that. I'm gonna put this video out, and I think I'm gonna turn around right here and make another video of how we charge and some of the boards we have. But if y'all like this video, y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna plan to do more sawmilling videos, especially once I get the shed. Deer season's starting up. It's the end of October, I think the last weekend of October. So we're fixing to be busy with deer. But I'm planning on doing more sawmill videos. If y'all like it, stay tuned in, subscribe, like, share, get us some more views. I'll make more videos as it seems better for us. Thanks, bye.